All right. Welcome back to the fifth episode or fifth station of my caravan. Uh, First of all, I must apologize for some of the background noises. This is not the regular time when I do my or record my caravans, but today I am doing this because of a specific reason. If you have noticed, typically my videos go up on Saturday, but I intend to upload it on the Friday of this week, which is basically today. Uh, Today is an important day for many people. It's an important day for my family as well. Why is it for many people? Because it's 11th September. United States had a severe blow. So my heart goes out to those people, their family members. But why is it important for our family is because today, in the year 1991, my mother lost her father. So if you remember, if you have been following my this initiative, I started off with my first caravan. It was about my paternal grandfather. So today I'm going to talk about my maternal grandfather. His name was Mr. Chittaranjan Ghosh, or as we call C.R. Ghosh. Now this guy, similar to my paternal grandfather, I hardly had any chance to interact. So he passed away when I was just about 5 years old. So I hardly remember anything of him. But that doesn't mean that we don't know about him, right? So my mother tells me that I am a person who is a little different in my family. Different in the sense, I am very jovial. I am very good stuff, which typically mothers say. And she says that apparently I am like that guy whom I'm going to talk about. So let's start with the name. There are a lot of funny incidents and funny things which I can always say. But let's start with the name. So we used to call him, or we still call him, Gunda Dadu. Okay, so why Gunda? Gunda because apparently when I was a kid, I just being me, I was extremely naughty, and once he said, "Bol ami Gunda," so he was telling that to me. So I said, "Tumi Gunda." You get it? So he was like, "Nah, bol ami Gunda." I said, "Yes, Tumi Gunda," and that's how the name became Gunda Dadu. And in my family, me, my brother, all of us, cousins, we all speak, we all tell him or address him as Gunda Dadu. He was a guy who has remained generally out of Bengal for majority or entire period of his service career. He was a station master, a station superintendent, and he has typically lived his life in the Orissa, Bihar, Jharkhand belt. My mother was born in Bisra. If anybody of you are from that part, you would know. Bisra, Jhinpani, Gamaria, and many other small, very, very small stations. But yeah, those names, Pakra, Chaibasha, so these are the names which we have grown up with. A lot of good memories, a lot of fond memories. So if you know me, majority of my friends know that I am more or less a carnivorous. Love to have chicken, love to have mutton, anything, irrespective of of the type. Apparently, this has come from that gentleman, Mr. C.R. Ghosh, or my Gunda Dadu. It has come because apparently he was like that. He always loved having chicken or mutton, at least one piece, but every day. So there is this story about one of the dish which happened in my family, which we still do. So we are a Bengali family, right? So if you look at our Bengali cuisine, generally chicken, mutton would be more on the gravy side, right? There are many sumptuous non-veg dishes if you talk chicken, mutton, but generally on the gravy side. So in my family, ever since we have been growing up, right, me and my brother, we have seen that in special occasions like our birthdays or some special occasion, my mother used to make a dish, she still does, called whole chicken roast, roasted chicken. So when I was growing up, to me it was like it's normal. But when I eventually grew up, I understood that hey, this is something unique. I generally, when I used to go to my friend's place or my other family members, never seen this particular dish getting cooked. Then obviously, Dida, thankfully my Dida is still with us. Uh, Asked that how is this? How is this dish into this? It doesn't look very Bengali. There's nothing Bengali about it. And then came the story. Apparently, uh, there was a very small station called Chaibasha. My grandfather was posted there. Gunda Dadu was posted there. And if you are a little aware of that part, you would know that those are very very remote. And this I'm talking about maybe in the 60s. So apparently there were few church, they were from churches there, and they used to have these these padres coming from typically Europe or generally from England, to kind of serve the society, teach children, so on and so forth. And my grandfather used to stay there. Obviously, that was not a place where you can settle with family. So, he was staying alone. And there was this padre who became friend. And apparently, he was the guy who taught, once my grandmother was also there, my nani was also there. And this guy taught her the way of cooking the roasted chicken. And honestly, we don't know what was the origin of that guy. Honestly, we don't know his name also. But I think me and my brother and my entire family is extremely, thankful to that padre who has actually transferred this dish to our family. This is, this is something which we got. And honestly, whenever I have heard or I've heard stories about, my grandfather. If you are Bengali, I'm sure you have read this story, or novel rather, called Chader Pahad by Bibhuti, right? So, my grandfather Gunda Dadu actually reminded me of Shankar. So, for people who don't know, this is one of the very, very famous, very loved novel in Bengali. So here, the character actually goes to Africa. And goes to Africa and takes up a station master role, and then there are a lot of adventures. And to me, my grandfather Gunda Dadu has been kind of a realistic incarnation of this particular. Because just imagine, he was staying months together alone, in the small station, being the station master or station superintendent, away from family, away from, you can say, urban life, but he was like that. He was extremely. He was a jovial person. He was very very sharp, witty, and that's how and one more thing which I personally like, or I have taken out, is that till today my mother is 60 plus, right? Till today, if you ask her that, hey, who is your best friend? My mother would say, my best friend is no longer with me, because her father, my Dadu, was supposed to be her best friend. And life is a circle. I have a daughter, right? And I can feel that both of us are very close, and we share a different kind of a bond. So I personally feel that I pray to God that, okay, even when Dia will grow up, right? Maybe she will be able to tell that, yeah, my father is my best friend. So today, again, 91 is when we lost him, and but you know what? We have made this day memorable. How? Because he used to love mutton chicken. This day, we cook specially for him, and obviously, we gorge on the dishes. So today, my mother and father, who are not with me, or rather me and my brother, they have done it for Dadu. Tonight, we are going to have a family dinner. We will definitely remember that person. And there is one more very, very important, we can say, connection that will actually have another story, another episode maybe. But in my life, when I say Dadu or when I say grandfather, that grandfather figure who was actually kind of, who was our guardian when we were growing up, me and my brother, is another person. And that guy has come to our life only because Gunda, because they were best of friends. So that is another story we're going to tell up and update. And but today I think we are remembering him, and let's hope for the best, that and guys like those really paved the way for us, our generation. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. We'll again meet next week. Thank you.